Good morning, students. We have been learning key features of the Indian Constitution. They are separation of powers, federalism, parliamentary form of government, secularism, fundamental rights. These are the key features of the Indian Constitution. Last class, I explained separation of power, federalism, parliamentary form of government. 2 points are remaining, that is secularism and fundamental rights. Today I will explain what do you mean by secularism and important features of fundamental rights. Okay, first of all, secularism. Please open your textbook. Secularism, the word secular clearly indicates that all the people have complete freedom to follow, preach, or practice any religion they want. That is the definition of word meaning of secular. Then, what is secularism? The term secularism refers to the separation between the power of religion and the power of the state. This is important for a country to function democratically. There are two chief reasons why the separation between religion and state is important. Why secularism is important in a democratic country? First one is that to prevent the domination of one religion over another. Domination means control. Second is to protect the freedom of individuals to come out of their religion, embrace another religion, or have the freedom to interpret religious teachings differently. Interpret means explain. We can give an example of the practice of untouchability, which allowed upper caste people to dominate lower caste people. So these are the where secularism means. Then what do you mean by Indian secularism? We are studying secularism. Then what do you mean by Indian secularism? Some points are here. Indian secularism does protect individuals' religious freedom by maintaining a separation from religion. So Indian secularism does protect individuals' religious personal religious freedom by maintaining a separation from religion. Next point is it also does not support any one religion. And third point, Indian secularism follows a strategy of non-interference. But at the same time, it also intervenes in religion. Again, we can give example of the practice of untouchability. The Indian Constitution bans this practice. Bans means stop, prevent. What is stop? In this instance example, the state is intervening in religion in order to end a social practice that it believes discriminates and excludes and that violates the fundamental rights of lower caste people. So untouchability still exists in some states in India. Already it is banned. In your textbook, okay, it is the main purpose behind the constitutions aim to make secularism a mandatory governing principle for Indian democracy is the following. What is the purpose behind make this India a secular country? To protect the religious freedom of every citizen. To implement legislations and measures to prevent some members from dominating others of the same community. To bring into effect appropriate legislations and legal restrictions to prevent one community from dominating other communities. These are the main purpose behind the constitutions aim to make secularism. And next point is that fundamental rights. What do you mean by fundamental rights? The fundamental rights means these are okay: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies, right to education. These are the fundamental rights. I will explain one by one tomorrow. So what do you mean by fundamental rights? These rights are called the conscience of the Indian Constitution. The Constitution thus guarantees the rights of individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. So here these rights, these are the following rights. 7 fundamental rights are there. These rights are called the conscience. Conscience means what? Very important word, conscience. Conscience means a person's moral sense of right and wrong, viewed as acting as a guide to one's behavior. I am doing right or wrong. For example, an example of conscience is the personal ethics that keep you from cheating on an exam. So your conscience will tell, okay, cheating is wrong, don't do. So that is the doing right or wrong. Here these rights are called the conscience of the Indian Constitution. These fundamental rights are the conscience of the Indian Constitution. So tomorrow I will explain about all these fundamental rights. Thank you.